Yes, there was an episode to talk about. That's right everyone, Dragon Ball Super episode 75 just landed and whoa, all aboard the nostalgia train! Goku and Krillin back to the old training grounds. AKA, if you didn't watch Dragon Ball, here's what pretty much happened in the beginning. So Goku's trademark tractor has bitten the dust. R.I.P. little red tractor, I knew you could. Just not enough as Goku. You will be missed. Instead, Goku's training and using ki blasts to plow the fields, which Chi-Chi is surprisingly okay with. You would think that the ki blast being molten hot plasma would singe the earth so nothing would grow again, but alright, Dragon Ball logic, I guess. Gohan, what are you doing here? You've had your two-parter. Let Goku have his two-parter. Oh, okay. He's actually here because no one else will train with Goku because they're too busy. Whis and Beerus? Well, they're off doing godly things. Wait, what? Beerus actually doing some work? Vegeta, he just stared at Goku. Probably something to do with Bulma. Hint, hint. Episode 77. Hint, hint. And Piccolo's off with Dende somewhere unexplained. Gohan doesn't really want to do it, but Chi-Chi for some reason goes Kaioken, but this is really for comedic purposes, so I'm just going to let that slide. No, Chi-Chi's not going to be in the universe survival arc. Just because she can do Kaioken. It's a gag. However, Gohan comes up with the idea that somebody could do it. I wonder who? Why, the Great Saiyaman! And I also see what they were doing here. They're kind of going for the typical superhero Superman type thing like Super Sentai where, oh, it's not me, it's another guy. Yes, it's totally not me. Even though the description says it's him. This is obviously a parody. Nevertheless, Goku still sees through it, and even Goten sees through it. And Chi-Chi comments about how he's grown up so much. Chi-Chi, he looks the same as he was in the Buu saga. Nevertheless, Gohan and Goku do a little bit of sparring, and at Super Saiyan 1 level, they're surprisingly even. Gohan's pretty competent here, very nice. The Gohan fans have something to cheer about. Hooray! However, the training goes awry as half the fields that Goku plowed are obliterated and they fall down to the ground below, several hundred feet below, and probably destroyed loads and loads of ecosystems and probably a few ramblers in the process, but it's Dragon Ball, doesn't really matter. Probably best not to think about it. Chi-Chi calls a halt to proceedings and Gohan exits stage whatever. Oh, that's a shame, they're actually doing pretty well too. Okay, so what now? Krillin, I suppose? Well, Goku doesn't have anything better to do, so off to go train with Krillin. What's he up to these days? Well, he's being a cop, doing his thing. And I always found it a bit weird that he's not wearing the same garb as regular cops, like he's some kind of summary traffic cop of some description, but alright. But what's really surprising is that a bullet injures Krillin. It grazes his arm and he needs it bandaged up. But then Goku shows up and is blissfully unaware that a crime is even happening. He then ends the burglar's onslaught and the goons are gone, taken away into custody. Just like that. Later on, Krillin is commenting about how he was hit by a bullet and then 18 spots it as well as Marin. And this seems to bother her a lot. This isn't the man she fell in love with, and some kind of weakling is taking his place. She doesn't want that, and Marin doesn't want that either. You can actually tell things are getting kind of serious. Cappuccino love heart seriously. Daughter admiration seriously. The feels here, the conflict. I did not expect this in a breather episode. So when Marin even questions his integrity, Krillin leaps up and then demands that Goku spar with him. Yeah, good on you, Krillin. This is the guy that we all know. He's the guy that, despite him being severely outclassed in battle, he still gives it a try. And that's why I really think that people should not treat Krillin with the amount of contempt that they do. He tries. After a little bit of reminiscing with some cool, reanimated flashbacks of their time training as children, the pair decide to go to Master Roshi's to continue their training. 18 is perfectly cool with this and just says, you guys go on. You do what you need to do. Aw, Krillin's family's so cool. After the, usual greeting, Roshi agrees to train Krillin against Goku. Goku wants the same thing, but it's kinda hard to obtain that when you're the one with the god powers and nobody wants to train with you on Earth. Yeah, that's a bit of a problem, mate. Oh, okay. So the turtle suit that we saw in the preview from last week is there to act as some kind of handicap for Goku against Krillin, so it evens things up a bit. Oh, that's cool, yeah. I like that. Shame it only lasts for about 30 seconds. Oh. That night, Krillin is looking out at the ocean and not firing Kamehamehas into it. Ooh, things are looking serious here. Roshi then appears and they actually have a bit of touching dialogue between them. It's a really nice exchange and kind of puts more emphasis on Krillin having to do this for his family and himself. And yes, Roshi still plays a role in the show despite not throwing many punches. He's there as a sort of father-mentor figure still. I like that. The next day, Roshi sets Goku and Krillin a task, just like the old days. They have to go and obtain a special herb from the Paradise plant. The first one to get it wins a special prize. Master Roshi's rarest photograph collection of, certain things. Goku doesn't want that though, because he's not really into that sort of thing. So, what else can you do? Well, there's a special technique that Roshi knows and hasn't taught them before that will raise one's energy if they do this for him. And Goku and Krillin fall for it like suckers. There really isn't anything like that. Or if there is, I will eat my own shoes. When the pair arrive on the island that Roshi talked about, they don't find plants at first, they actually find Roshi's older sister, Fortune Smeller Barber. Ah, good one, Goku. Yeah, remember her? She's back and here to keep an eye on the race so there's no cheating. Yeah, Krillin has cheated in previous contests before. The pair are instructed to go inside the mouth of a giant golem, and inside they find a weird forest. Pretty surreal forest too. And as they begin to step into it, loads of really weird mental images appear. It's meant to scare them, it's meant to mess with their minds as well as their fists. Suddenly, a mysterious cloud forms itself around them, and what appears? Well, all of their biggest adversaries are around them in a circle. We got Cell, we got Frieza, we got the Ginyu Force, we've got King Piccolo, we've even got Tambourine. For those of you who don't know who Tambourine is, that's the guy that killed Krillin in the original Dragon Ball. Nice touch there, Toei. Krillin's understandably scared. That's the guy who first killed him. That's the guy who was the first of many to kill Krillin. This is supposed to strike fear into our heroes and sort of give them a handicap that they're not really firing on all cylinders and they're having to defend themselves quite frantically. And that's where we're left, because this is clearly another two-parter. All in all, this episode was really good. I like these two-parters. They always seem to have a lot of heart and they focus on the minor major characters, which is something really good to see. We had Gohan, we had Hit, now we have Krillin. And he really deserves some more development and a re-establishing of his character. And I think this is what these two-parters are doing. Bringing these characters in to justify their place in the universe survival arc. We had Gohan, now we have Krillin. I suspect that by the end of the next episode, we're going to have Krillin fighting fit, ready to take on the universe. And I'm really keen to see that. Also, 18 really is so cool. Yeah, some may think, oh, she's just domesticated. No. She wants to have a strong husband. She wants to be strong in herself. She wants a strong family, period. Yeah, 18 and Marin are just awesome. End of. But anyway, that's my review of Dragon Ball Super Episode 75. Tune in next time for my review of Dragon Ball Super Episode 76. And until the next one, be sure to like and subscribe. And until next time, guys, catch you later.